Yo, what's up, man? This LB back at y'all with another one, man. Let's get right into the funk, right? So there's some breaking news that came down as Doc Rivers is no longer the head coach of the Los Angeles Clippers. This is what happened. What I keep saying, I keep saying every time that when you get a good team that's supposed to be in contention to win the championship and they fall short of expectations, heads is going to roll. And the first domino has failed, as that Doc Rivers, not that long ago, was the GM and the head coach. They stripped the GM from him, and now they stripped him of his job. So yeah, when you fall short of expectations, yeah, you gotta go. Ain't nothing personal, it's business. Now, this article is coming from ESPN. Is as it says, Doc Rivers is out as head coach of the Los Angeles Clippers. Sources told ESPN's Adrian Wojnarowski following a season that fell well short of championship expectations after the team landed All-Stars Kawhi Leonard and Paul George last summer. Against the Denver Nuggets, the Clippers squandered a 3-1 lead in the Western Conference semifinals, surrendering double-digit leads of 16, 19, and 12 in the last three games of the series as the franchise Western Conference Finals drought reached 50 years. Rivers is the only coach in NBA history to lose a 3-1 lead in three playoff series, having done so with the Orlando Magic in the first round against Detroit Pistons in 2003 and with the Clippers in 2015 against the Houston Rockets. This team was considered a championship contender for the moment that the Clippers signed Leonard in free agency and traded for Paul George. After the Clippers league completely unraveled for a third straight game in a 104-89 loss to the Denver Nuggets in Game 7 of the Western Conference semifinals in Lake Buena Vista, Florida, Rivers said the title expectations were not too heavy for his team, even though the Clippers fell short of reaching what many thought all season long would be a Western Conference Finals showdown with the rival Los Angeles Lakers. Shout out to T. Joyner, Aaron Garnett, Fresh Boy from Beeham, Jacob Jennings, Luda Ryder, Yusuf Knight, man, look, I appreciate y'all for being there. Fresh Boy from Beeham. Good to see y'all up in here, man. All right, here we go. Shout out to Myron Jones, to the moon, up in the building. Monterey Moore, oof. Caden Alvis, yeah, that's insane. And shout out to Michaela Kinlock for subscribing to the channel. I appreciate you, cuz. So I open up the chat line. We come on here and give me your thoughts about you said Jamal Murray, Coach Killer. Jamal Murray ain't got nothing to do with that. But you had to know this was coming. Shout out to Desmond Whitfield in the building. You had to know this was coming. And then this the thing. This is the thing that really stood up when he said. This is what he said. I want y'all to understand what Doc Rivers said, because that told me everything I needed to know about this. Where's that part at? Rivers said the title expectations were not too heavy for his team. What do you mean it's not too heavy? What do you mean? What up, Joshua Smith?
What's good?
Tell me your thoughts of what's going on here about old Doc Rivers getting the boot in LA.
About time. I've been wanting him fired for the longest.
Man.
Crazy part, I grew up a Clippers fan, and I was like, I want him fired a long time ago.
What about when he in 2015 when he blew that 3-1 lead against the Rockets?
I was pissed. I watched that series. I'm like, we have the Rockets on the road. We should have won that series easily.
Yeah, and there's no reason why Doc Rivers. You look when we talk about all these coaches here that have underachieved. We talked about guys like Brett Brown, Mike D'Antoni, guys like that we knew that they was on the hot seat if they didn't get it done.
Yep.
He said, "I never want to see a fellow brother get fired, but I'm happy for my favorite player, Kawhi Leonard."
Hey, I feel the same way. He ain't wrong.
Man, this is man, but hey, I don't want to see no brother get fired neither. But damn it, if you don't get it done, your ass got to get shown the door, and that's with anybody.
During that series against the Nuggets, there was some shit I saw that he could have did better.
The motherfucker made no adjustments, man. None.
I would play Joker, Noah, and Harold together, or even Zubac together.
You got to do something, and then you can't
Millsap
blow
cannot guard
19.
Harold.
Huh?
Millsap cannot guard Harold. I'm sorry.
Paul Millsap. Oh my God, Paul Millsap is a bum. He was way done.
Like, if you just put Montrezl at the 4, put Zoo at the 5, let Montrezl go to work on fucking Millsap.
Something the problem was he did not make any adjustments at all. He made no adjustments at all. But yet he couldn't get his team ready to play. That's another problem. When game 7 come around and he was like, well, what are you going to say to the team to get the team ready to play? Well, I don't need to give them any kind of motivational speech. We got this in the bag. Your team just lost 2 games in a row. You blew a 16-point lead and you blew a 19-point lead. How the hell you mean your team is not ready to play? You don't need to tell them nothing?
That's probably the most stupidest comment I ever heard. You know what's crazy though?
We'll go ahead. Go ahead, tell me.
I would have played JaMychal Green at the 3.
I would have given JaMychal Green more minutes.
That too.
He only played I only think he played even 20 minutes in the game in none of those games.
Like, we should have at least 3 big men out there who actually could just go to work on the smaller players.
Man, you got a lot of guys in the chat room saying they burned their Paul George jersey, man. Look, Paul George played like shit.
I believe him.
He played like doo-doo. And yeah, he had nerve to sit up there and tell the players, oh, well, we need to do this, we need to do that in the offseason. Motherfucker, you need to work on your game.
It's all over Instagram. People burning his jersey. I've seen it.
Hey, so who you think is going to coach the Clippers now? I mean, a lot of names are going to get thrown out there. You got Tyronn Lue. You got
What? You hate him, don't you?
You got Mark Jackson. There's Lionel Hollins. There's Jason Kidd. I can see. I don't see them bringing in David Blatt. But who you think is going to coach the Clippers now that he's out the way?
I don't even think that's the right question. Who do I want to be the coach? Mark Jackson.
That ain't gonna happen.
Well, Mike D'Antoni's not going to coach the Clippers because now Turk can say Mike D'Antoni, but Turk, and you need to understand something. Mike D'Antoni's coming close to be the coach of the 76ers.
Well, D'Antoni still don't coach Houston no more?
Was that?
He's out of Houston?
That news came out last night.
Oh, okay.
A couple of days ago.
But if it's not Mark Jackson, it might have to be Tyronn Lue.
Alvin Gentry? Oh, hell no. Hell no. Hell no.
He had his chance.
Definitely not Alvin Gentry. He couldn't even take basically the table was laid for the Pelicans to make the playoffs and he couldn't get it done. Nope.
LB.
What's up?
If you have to choose 3 coaches, who would it be?
Mark Jackson, David Blatt.
Really?
Huh?
Yeah, David Blatt. Look, y'all need to understand something. I know people try to shit on all over David Blatt, but the dude had the best record in the Eastern Conference before he got fired, right?
That is true.
Plus, he's won championships overseas. So it don't matter what kind of basketball it is, whether it be the NBA, overseas in the Euro League. You know, Euro League, them some motherfucking ballers over there in the Euro League. He won championships over there. So you can't shit on David Blatt when he's won championships over there, and then we give praise to Luka Doncic, who played basketball over there.
Matter of fact, didn't LeBron get him fired?
Yeah, LeBron got him fired. Brett Brown, oh hell no. Brett Brown couldn't coach a fry cook how to make chicken nuggets at McDonald's.
No, throw them in the garbage. No.
Brett Brown, oh hell no.
The people I'll think about is probably like Mark Jackson, maybe Jason Kidd, Lionel Hollins, maybe David Blatt, maybe.
Yeah, I think that just should get Lionel Hollins a shot.
Yeah, Lionel Hollins took a team to the Western Conference Finals.
Yeah, with Holly no bench.
With nobody.
With
How
nobody,
they really had on that team?
They ain't had nobody, right? Yeah, Lionel Hollins, he very underrated, man. I don't understand why Mark Jackson don't get it. Well, we already know why Mark Jackson didn't get a job. So, but Lionel Hollins, ever since he was with the Grizzlies, he was taken to the playoffs.
Oh, didn't he coach Marcus Gasol?
Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah, Tyronn Lue. I can see Tyronn Lue getting an interview. He was right there.
He probably do a better job than Doc.
Motherfucker couldn't coach Donald Duck. What up, G Corey?
What up? So Doc Rivers is gone.
All right, so what you think about Doc Rivers getting fired, and who you think would be a head coach?
Dude, I could name a lot of them. Lionel Hollins, Avery Johnson.
Now I don't see Avery Johnson coming back.
You know, Avery Johnson coming back. How about Paul Silas?
Paul Silas, nope, game passed him by.
I'm trying to think who would be a good for that Clippers job. I would say Mark Jackson, but I know they ain't gonna hire Mark Jackson.
Man, look, Mark Jackson is the best coach out there. You took a crappy Golden State Warriors team and made them relevant. Now, optic truth, Kevin McHale, game passing by too.
No.
Chauncey Billups.
No.
Now that's interesting. That's interesting right there, Chauncey Billups, because that would basically be the black version of Steve Nash. Right? You get an established point guard. Shout out to China Jones in the building. Long time no see. Good to see you. Jim Borland. No, Jim Borland couldn't coach a chicken out of a egg.
Hell no.
Hell no. I wouldn't. Jim Borland. Hell no.
How about Sam Cassell?
Sam Cassell. That's a good name. I can see Sam Cassell getting hired by the Houston Rockets.
If somebody ever mentioned Jim Borland's name again,
Jim Borland. Oh hell no.
that must be the worst coach in NBA history.
Yeah, that gotta be the worst coach ever.
Hell no. Jim Borland, fuck that. That motherfucker should be nowhere near NBA circles.
He don't know how to handle no superstars.
Hell no. He couldn't handle fucking G League players. I mean, he couldn't handle superstars. You know what I'm saying? That motherfucker trying to run.
I wouldn't say
like it's like, hey, he tried to run the NBA team like the boot camp out there in Great Lakes.
Don't try to run that motherfucker like a concentration camp.
Yeah. The only person on that team I wouldn't say who's a G League player is Zach LaVine. He's the only good one on that team.
The fuck out of here. Yeah, hell no. Say
Zach
Coach
LaVine
K,
is the only good one on that team.
So I heard some names saying Coach K is not leaving Duke. All right, Coach K will coach Duke University from his grave. Okay, so Stephen A. Smith, definitely no. Stephen A. Smith, that motherfucker couldn't even run ESPN correctly. Hell no. Jawan Howard, Jawan Howard's at Michigan. He's not leaving Michigan. He's trying to build a culture at Michigan, so he's not leaving there.
Patrick Ewing.
No, he's at Georgetown. He's trying to build a culture at Georgetown. So I don't see that happening. Now So it's going to be either out of Sam Cassell or Ty Lue. Myron Joe talk about LeVar Ball. Get the fuck out of here. LeVar Ball, get the fuck out of here. I'm not. Mike Brown's a good pick. I like Mike Brown.
Yeah, Mike Brown.
Yeah, that's a man. Desmond Whitfield, that's a good pick right there. I like Mike Brown.
If I had to choose the three candidates, it'd probably be Mark Jackson.
I like Mo Cheeks too. Hey, Mo Cheeks is that's another good pick. I like Maurice Cheeks. He's another
good. Detroit though.
Huh?
Did he really do anything for Detroit?
When last time I forgot when he coached Detroit. I forgot when he coached Detroit, but
Jason Kidd. We didn't say him.
Oh, we did.
He said Pig Miller. He said Pig Miller. No, hell no.
I think Jason Kidd will do a good job in the Clippers.
I think he will too. But
you said
Hitman X Earl Watson? Get the Earl Watson? You think Earl Watson could
man, you don't get that Stinger son motherfucker out of here.
He said, get the hell out of here.
Hey, that's the same Earl Watson that said that goddamn Lonzo Ball was going to be a great player and whatnot. That's why he doing commentary for Fox.
Earl Watson is the worst coach ever.
Shout out to my boy 2 Raw for TV in the building. Come on in, 2 Raw. I left the link for you. Brad Stevens. Brad Stevens not leaving Indiana. I mean, he's not leaving Boston. I'm sorry. Brad Stevens not leaving Boston. They won't let him.
I can see Mark Jackson as the new coach.
Dwayne Casey not leaving Detroit. They love him there. I know the team ain't shit right now, but they actually like what he's doing there. They're actually doing a rebuilding project. They got to figure out what they're going to do with Blake Griffin and that contract. They already unloaded.
I saw something about him getting traded to Houston.
Let me see. Dawn Staley. I love Dawn Staley. She's fine as hell. She coaches South Carolina. I don't see her leaving South Carolina. Byron Scott, hell no. Byron Scott. Byron Scott, hell no. Derek Fisher, hell no. Dale Harris might be coaching from his grave. I don't know where the hell Dale Harris at. What up, 2 Raw? What you think about Doc Rivers getting shown the door in LA?
It's about damn time. You know what I'm saying? Like, I was thinking that they were going to retain him, which I thought was a mistake because I didn't think that he earned another chance or an extension being a coach. I mean, it's bad enough that he already blew 1-3-1 lead against the Rockets 5 years ago against a team that shouldn't have blown a lead, but to have them blow another one, the Clippers, against that team, not to knock Denver, but we got cheated, man. This Western Conference series, Western Conference Finals should still be going on between the Clippers and the Lakers. You know what I'm saying? This series should still be going on. The finals should not even be lit yet. But the Clippers fucked up. You know, so you can blame the players, man. But Doc Rivers, you look at his coaching record, man. That just goes to show you that wins and losses ain't everything, man. You gotta look deeper. You gotta look at, you know, just because you got a winning record don't mean you're a great coach. Because you could coach a lot of talented players, have a winning record, but that still don't mean you're a good coach.
Exactly.
If you consistently get outcoached every fucking playoffs.
Yeah, for real. George Karl, hell no. George Karl, you know, the game has passed him by.
2 Raw.
Mm-hmm.
Who you think should be the coach?
Man, I know they're not gonna give him a chance, man. But you know, I would like Mark Jackson to get a job, man. But I know they're not gonna give him a job.
Nick McMillan, I think he'd make a good coach. What do you think? There's word in the chat saying Nick McMillan.
Yeah, because I'm tired of black coaches not getting elite opportunities. Yeah, don't get me wrong. Black coaches get opportunities, but they get set up to fail. You know what I'm saying? I want to see a black coach get a position where if somebody y'all hear that echo?
Yeah, that's Joshua Smith. I'm gonna have to mute you for a second. All right. Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. Yeah, I'm just tired of black coaches always being put in positions to fail, man. I want to see one that's put on an elite position, put on an elite team and given an actual chance to succeed and get credit for being a great coach.
Yep, I agree.
And Nick McMillan has shown that he is a very good coach. He was a very smart player, high basketball IQ when he played, you know what I'm saying? And he's been a very successful coach wherever he's coached.
Yep, I agree. This is insane that's going on. I mean, that's some crazy ass. That was a crazy ass breaking news this morning. I really thought that they was going to give this dude at least 1 year, at least one more year to get it right. But what Paul George saying, what he said, talk about, well, this is a championship or bust season. How? How's not? They traded for you for this specific reason. The dude made no adjustments against the Denver Nuggets. None. People say Alvin Gentry. Hell no. Alvin Gentry will go in. If they do bring him in the Clippers, they'll make him into like what they call the offensive guy. He'll be an assistant, but head coach, nope. They're gonna look at what he did in New Orleans, and he would automatically be crossed off the list.
That's why he was a coach of the Pelicans, wasn't he?
Yep. Phil Jackson, unlikely Phil Jackson goes to the Lakers. Goes to the Clippers. Unlikely that's going to happen.
Yeah, he and Jerry West don't like each other.
Yep. So that's not going to happen. A Spurs assistant, I don't know. I don't think so. I don't think any Spurs assistant is going to go to the Clippers or whatnot. Maybe if they hire Becky Hammond, there's word about, she's been, but I think she might end up succeeding somebody else. If look,
what about Popovich?
Huh?
What is Popovich doing?
I don't think Popovich is going to coach the Clippers. I think once he leaves San Antonio, he's going to retire.
Okay.
He said, didn't I say the Clippers were losing on a purpose? No, I never said that. Who said that? He said the Clippers were losing intensely so they could play the Lakers in the first round. I never said that. Don't be coming here putting words in my mouth. For real, man, that get your ass sent to trash can straight up. But as far as Popovich, when he gets done coaching the Spurs, I think he's retired. I think he's done. I don't think he's going to go anywhere else. The dude's been coaching since like the mid 90s.
Yeah, I think 90s. Even the head coach is what, 96?
Right, 90. Because remember, he was an executive. I think he was the GM, and he fired Bob Hill.
Right.
He fired Bob Hill and said, like, you know what, I'll do it. So Pop said he's staying in San Antonio. I don't see him leaving San Antonio. Latrell Sprewell, no, I don't see him coaching the nope. Nick Kerr, who's that? Steve Kerr brother? Fuck that. I'm not gonna go in near.
What about Van Gundy?
Jeff Van Gundy?
There's been rumors he wants to get back into coaching.
Well, I can see that as a possibility.
How about Doug Collison?
Darren Collison? Nope. John Lucas. John Lucas too goddamn old. The game not pass him by. Do I think the Clippers will shake up the team? Yeah, there's some people that won't be there next year, like Montrezl Harrell. Kenny Atkinson? Nope, Kenny Atkinson. He's more of a developmental coach. I don't think his style is going to work well with the players and whatnot. So, nope, the Kenny Atkinson. Billy Donovan. Billy Donovan just got hired as the coach of Chicago Bulls. So that dynamic is not going to work out.
Right.
How about Brian Shaw?
Brian Shaw? Fuck no. Jordan.
He hasn't coached in how? When the last time he coached?
Shit.
I think the last time he coached the Lakers.
Yeah, I think he coached the Denver Nuggets at one point.
Man, I remember Brian Shaw being a coach in like 15 years, right? When the last time he coached?
He coached the Lakers with Kobe. That was my last time seeing him.
That was Byron Scott.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Byron
like
Scott.
I don't
That's
even
what I
know if
meant
he
to say.
could adjust
That's
to
why I
the,
meant to say Byron Scott. That's what I
he
meant to
might have been out
say.
of the game too long.
That's why I meant to say Byron Scott.
Yeah, he's 56 and 85 as a coach. And he coached the Denver Nuggets during the 2013 and 14 season.
This is Brian Shaw you talking about?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, like I said, Brian Shaw can't coach a chicken out of an egg.
Old bulb head.
Ryan Hollins, hell no. Man, y'all going crazy now. Y'all saying Ryan Hollins, man, that make me want to end the stream right there, man. You know, that motherfucker don't need to be nowhere near on NBA circles. That motherfucker couldn't coach. He couldn't coach me how to sell car insurance.
LB.
Oh, boy.
David Fizdale, nah, I don't see David Fizdale getting that. You
I
know,
would think I would think they would want to coach with some type of stature. What do you think?
How about David Blatt?
that's why I said I would like David Blatt. The dude won championships overseas.
Yeah.
Right.
So look, when you won championships overseas, and I know a lot of people are like, well, sure, they ain't the NBA. If you don't win championships in the NBA, man, it don't mean shit. How you know? How do you know the competition over there overseas just ain't as stiff, if not stiffer than the NBA? Yeah, I know we got the best players in the world, but you can't sleep on the talent that's over there.
That's what you call it said. Luka Doncic. Remember, he said the NBA was easier than over there, in his opinion.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You can't shit on David Blatt for coaching teams over there to championships and whatnot, but then turn around and praise Luka Doncic, who played over there. That's how you know you got a lot of people that really don't know their basketball.
Right.
You know, when Luka Doncic came over, Larry Brown, he's too old. He's not coming back in the NBA. Matter of fact, he coaching at SMU right now. But I don't think Larry Brown's coming back to the NBA. Lionel Hollins, yeah. Do I think Jerry West can rest away Coach K? Nope. Coach K is a coach at Duke for the rest of his life. He's not leaving Duke. He is gone. He will coach Duke from his grave.
Isn't he already in the Basketball Hall of Fame?
Yeah, he is.
Yes, ain't nothing more for him to prove, for real.
Hold on, Igor Kokoskov. You talk about that Phoenix Suns reject? Hell no, Hitman X. That's the same dude that got fired for Monty Williams. Hell no. Dave Yerger, I don't see Dave Yerger. No, that's not going to happen either.
All right, I gotta. I'm just gonna throw a name out, man. Just I'm just being, I guess, bold. You ever think Paul Pierce might get some type of coaching opportunity?
Paul Pierce?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
No, he better off being a homer on ESPN when it comes to his Boston Celtics getting their ass kicked. Now,
I'm trying to think of some recently retired players, rather than just the general windmill of coaches that might be, like the Steve Nash joke just threw everybody off guard. I'm just trying to think of like some players. Like, you ever think Kevin Garnett could be a good coach?
I think so.
I think
he got the tenacity.
Yeah.
He got that tenacity. So yeah, I think Kevin Garnett would make a great coach. So Gideon said Doug embarrassed himself in LA and didn't make adjustments down the stretch. That's absolute truth. Now I want to address this comment right here. He says it shouldn't matter who coaches if you have so-called great players. See, that's the thing, right?
No.
If that's the case, then Doc Rivers should have had the LA Clippers in the NBA Finals, not getting bounced in the second round. How many times have we seen teams with good coaches, right? Oh, well, I take that back. How you see great teams with mediocre coaches fall short of expectations? And how many times you see, take the Denver Nuggets, for example. Look, I don't even like Mike Malone. I think Mike Malone is a garbage ass head coach.
Yeah.
But when you got your team coming back from 3-1 on multiple occasions in the playoffs, that is indicative. That is a reflection on their head coach.
Yeah. I always like to use the example of Billy Cunningham, man. You know, he had nothing but talent on those Sixers teams, and they still only won one championship.
Yeah.
In every finals and every playoffs, when they lost, it was because of him. They got outcoached.
Yeah.
Whether Jack Ramsey or Bill Fitch or even Casey Jones or whoever. They always got outcoached.
I pour milk before cereal. I like his name. He said, Brett Brown, hell no. Brett Brown, nope. Brett Brown should be nowhere near an NBA circle. Nope, he might be a good assistant, but head coach, hell no. Jerry Stackhouse, yeah, I can see Jerry Stackhouse, yeah. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. For Ron Alarm, yeah, I'm with you on that. Just stick to being an assistant. Just stick to being an assistant. That motherfucker don't need to be no goddamn head coach. Hell no.
LB.
You say Pau Gasol. Jason Kidd. Jason Kidd's another name.
LB.
What's up?
What about Phil Jackson?
Phil Jackson, no, he's not leaving the Lakers. He's still being the Lakers practice facility. So I don't see him leaving the Lakers in no capacity. Say Turkey Salad too. You say Mike D'Antoni? No, Mike D'Antoni is going to coach the Mike D'Antoni's going to coach the Philadelphia 76ers. So that's not going to happen. All right, Lou, what you got on this? Because you broke the story when we was talking about old Camel Toe Harris.
Okay, it's like this. It's time. If Kawhi want to be a leader, it's time for him to speak up, and all the players on that Clipper team to speak up and try to get Mark Jackson the head coach. I don't care if these owners don't like him, these GMs, but if Steve Ballmer want to really make a change, you got to hire Mark Jackson to coach this team so he can get some payback for these for the Golden State Warriors and prove to other people he can't coach the team.
Hey, Hitman next. Hey, Mike Woodson. I think he would be another good name, but he's taking the job in New York, so he's the assistant under Tom Thibodeau. So much as I like Mike Woodson, he's already back in New York. All right, True the King. Hey, who's that in the background?
Huh?
Oh, True the King. What's your thoughts on Doc Rivers getting shown the door in L.A.?
Man, that's like, I'm like, wow. I was like kind of surprised it took him this long. I mean, I'm not surprised. We all shouldn't be surprised. I've been saying this for a little bit now that he's burnt out as a coach. And to tell you the truth, Doc Rivers, he's a Hall of Fame coach. He don't gotta I mean, it is what it is, man. I mean, he didn't get the job done. This is your third 3-1. You blew a 3-1 lead 3 times. I mean, it was a sign. You can even look at his body language when he was on the sideline, how he was coaching the Clippers. You know what I mean? They had no real, they didn't really have a real system. They were just out there playing. You know what I mean? Like, they had no real roles in their team. He was going through the motions, man, as a coach. So I'm not surprised, man. I'm not surprised at all.
All right, Gideon, what you think about Doc Rivers getting shown the door?
I mean, I kind of see it coming anyway because Doc Rivers, like I said, he just doesn't make adjustments down to the big games. He's had a lot of stacked teams in Boston and in LA, and he's never gotten it done. And the thing is that it's like the moment the Nuggets lost Game 7, the Nuggets won Game 7, you knew that Doc was going to be fired, and he knew it too. So it's like, it's such a shame that Doc doesn't make the right lineups and adjustments to get his team to be successful. You know what I mean? I know he has a championship, and even in 2008, it should have been a little bit easier, but it took 7 games to beat the Hawks and the Cavs, and 6 games to beat the Pistons and the Lakers, even when they had the big 3 in Boston. So Doc is just not a great coach to me. And the year he should have won the championship in LA was 2015, when you had Chris Paul, Blake Griffin, JJ Redick, DeAndre Jordan, Matt Barnes. You know what I mean? They should have won that championship that year. There's no excuses for Doc Rivers, man. Because look at Eric Spoelstra, for example. Eric Spoelstra is taking taking a team full of non-stars to the NBA Finals. You know what I mean? And on the verge of winning a championship. And Doc came to take a team with a superstar and a star past the second round. It's ridiculous. So I knew the Clippers were going to let go of Doc Rivers, man.
Yep. And hey, if y'all remember that video I did before the game started, right? Before the playoffs started, when I did that video about expect more coaching changes after the playoffs.
Yep.
Yeah.
Y'all remember I did that video, right? And I remember pointing out, hey, these teams that in this bubble not getting it done, you can go ahead and get them on the chopping block. We all knew that. Huh?
Yeah, I agree.
We all knew that Brett Brown was the guy that had the team regress, and not only did regress, they got swept.
Broomed out of Disney. They got swept out of Disney by the Green Leprechauns. Yep.
Yeah, by Mickey Mouse Magic, right?
You also got to miss this too, LB. When Jerry West got hired as the president of that operation, and he let him stop being the GM of that team, he was already on borrowed time because Jerry West wanted to bring his own coach in there, and I think this has been coming for like a long time though. I think Steve Ballmer is the reason why Doc lasted this long. He said he probably told Jerry West give him one more chance, and he got that one more chance. Now Jerry West they probably already got a new head coach. They just trying to work out a deal right now.
Who you think would be the head coach though?
I really do hope Kawhi and no other players speak up for Mark Jackson.
They're not getting Mark Jackson. Mark Jackson blackball. I like to have Mark Jackson in the league too, but till I see it, breaking news: Mark Jackson, the head coach of such and such.
I think you're gonna find out in the next 2 weeks who's gonna be the next head coach of the Clippers.
Probably in a week.
All right, so we already know the causes, which we already said before, with Doc Rivers being let go. Oh, I take that back. The Clippers, all the problems with the Clippers this year, the lack of chemistry, the infighting, the backbiting, all this is only a reflection of Doc Rivers. Doc Rivers should have seen the signs and either he didn't see the signs or he ignored the signs, but either way, you got a talented team sitting home right now while the Lakers are playing the Miami Heat in the NBA Finals.
Yeah, man, he's burnt he's burnt. Man, Doc's burnt out, man.
And then get this, y'all. Who's the GM of that team? Lawrence Frank. Don't be surprised if he gets let go too.
Are he surprised?
You think he gonna get rid of him?
Yeah.
Why? I'm just saying, the move that he made.
Hey, so Anthony Bolton, shout out to Anthony Bolton calling us out. But he said this, let's be honest, don't be surprised if Lawrence Frank as the coach of the Clippers. And that's not a joke. The motherfucker was the GM of that team. Lawrence Frank. Now he's coaching multiple stops in the NBA, most notably with the New Jersey Nets. Right? Let's look at his coaching record.
Oh, I remember him. Yeah.
I'm sorry, Lawrence Frank suck as a head coach.
Yeah, I remember him.
So he started at Marquette from 92 to 94, then went to Tennessee as an assistant from 94 and 97. He was an assistant at Marquette then. Then if you go to 2000 and 2004, he was an assistant in the New Jersey Nets. From 2004 to 2010, that's when he became the head coach. He was an assistant in Boston in 2010 and 11. Then he coached the Pistons for 3 years. The Pistons won shit then. Then he was fired as the Pistons head coach, became an assistant with the Brooklyn Nets, and then from 2014 to 2016, he became an assistant with the Los Angeles Clippers. Then in June 30th, 2016, he was promoted to president or executive vice president of basketball operations. I wouldn't, Anthony Bolton, he might be right. He might be right. Why not Ty Lue? In NBA circles, Ty Lue is a dude that a lot of people don't respect because they feel that LeBron made him.
And plus, wasn't he on the coaching staff anyway?
Yep, he's on the coaching staff.
Yeah.
Yep. So I can see that happening, but then again, we don't know where this is going to go because we thought for certain that Mark Jackson was going to be the head coach of the Brooklyn Nets. And then, we got this outside the box hire in Steve Nash. So we really don't know where this is going to go.
Let me ask y'all guys this. Who do you think, if, and I'm pretty sure he has, influence in this, who do you think Kawhi Leonard would like as his head coach?
That's a good ass question. Knowing him, he's a mystery. So that's a damn good question.
That's why I said to Raw, if Kawhi's a real good leader, he needs to speak up on Mark Jackson.
Because, okay, what do we know about Kawhi Leonard? Okay, he's from LA.
Even if he speak up, even if he
close
speak
to
up for
Kobe
Mark
Bryant.
Jackson, that don't mean the Clippers don't hire him. Kevin Durant tried to get Mark Jackson. Brooklyn told him no.
Katie tried to get Mark Jackson. I don't think.
Hey, I think Steve Ballmer's a different type of owner, though. I think he would take that risk.
Yo, what's good?
What up, Showtime?
Good, LB.
What up, Showtime?
What up?
Hey, what up, y'all? I had to stop by. I seen
What's up,
LB was
Showtime?
on here live. I had to stop by the home. What's good? I wonder where y'all was. I said, oh, okay, they on here with LB.
Yeah, man.
Hey,
man,
this
appreciate
joint
you.
crazy.
And shout out to Spider 1996. I just got an alert that he subscribed to the channel. I appreciate you. Go ahead, Showtime. What you think about Kevin Doc Rivers getting shown the door?
Hey, look, man. To me, it was. This was the last straw for him. You gotta remember, like, if you look at his overall career, he was a good coach. He had a lot of great teams he unachieved with. Go back to 2008. You know how deep and great that team was, and they had they played. They was forced to Game 7 by the Hawks. You know why? Because the coach, Doc Rivers, he wasn't really coaching up to the level he posed to. Otherwise, they would have got that series over with. Same thing with the next round when they played LeBron now. See, he always had talented teams. He just didn't coach them like he supposed to. And then you think about this, the Lakers. I'm a Laker fan, right? We didn't have Andrew Bynum, Trevor Reeves. We had Trevor Reeves, but he was hurt. So really, the greatest that team was, we should never got a game, but we had the great Kobe Bryant. He wasn't gonna go out. He wasn't gonna sweep them. But Doc Rivers coaching cost them the game. I remember that. And then
Hey, remember,
you look at the Chris Paul thing, that era, Doc Rivers didn't do a good job at all that in that era. And then what happened last year, it really showed you like that's just part of his legacy. Blowing 3-1 leads. Even if it's an old video of Phil Jackson saying it too, y'all can look it up. But Phil Jackson said all Doc Rivers teams blow 3-1 leads, which is true. Now I'm looking at they saying Ty Lue was an option. Jeff Van Gundy. Tico was saying that on Greg Popovich, Phil Jackson. I agree with him. I go after Greg Popovich. What you think?
This squad still trust Pop. That's the question.
Hey, what if they get a guy who's about to retire and make him a head coach? Because they've been doing that lately.
there's a lot of positive. We don't really know. Like Kawhi, thing about Kawhi is a mystery. We don't know what he like. You know what I mean? I don't know. I don't think. I don't think Pop though. I think Pop's gonna stay with the Spurs. To be honest with you.
Yo,
And
LB.
plus, I don't think Kawhi can trust Pop.
Yep. Hey, what's up?
So they got Bleacher Report put out something about there's only two coaches the Clippers are looking at, and it's Ty Lue and Jeff Van Gundy.
I wouldn't be surprised.
Come on, man.
Man, look, if they hired Ty Lue,
Y'all can hear
man,
me?
look, I don't think that's gonna work.
What's the point of firing Doc Rivers? Whatever.
Yeah, man. Come on. It's the kid. I mean,
What about Jeff Van Gundy?
No, man. No.
You
I
think
know
that'll
a
work?
lot of people say Jeff Van Gundy, but I think the game passed him by.
He watches league, but the thing about Jeff, I mean, I don't know. That's a tricky one because he watches clearly, so it's like I don't know.
Man, let Jeff Van Gundy go coach Houston. Man, don't hire no Ty Lue.
I feel like Jeff Van Gundy will hold them guys accountable. Like he'll be in their faces.
Maybe Tyronn Lue. I don't know. Maybe Tyronn Lue. I don't know. Maybe he could do that. I'm not sure. I don't know. I'm not sure.
Jeff Van Gundy wasn't the fight though, because I still remember at that time Miami, New York got in the fight.
Yeah.
He was holding the dude's leg.
I think it was morning.
Yeah. So.
So here's another question that a lot of people in the chat room are probably curious about. So when they do hire their new coach, right? What do we do with this team?
I'll trade Paul George.
Gotta make it work. Chemistry. Play good. Have a system. Have a identity.
Yeah, they need a system.
Shit. It's just simple shit. Have an identity. Have goals. Have what do you know what I mean? Like this is what they expected.
They need to check for a big man. That's what they need to do.
I mean, they don't need to listen. Like they really don't have a lot of assets even in trade. Like they really they have no choice really to make this team work. Montrezl Harrell probably gonna leave.
Montrezl Harrell's gonna be probably looking for a big contract. So the Clippers ain't gonna have no money to pay him. So I see him.
Yeah. Marcus Morris only people they're gonna sign is Marcus Morris.
I'll do a sign trade with Montrez.
I'll probably sign with Marcus Cousins.
What was this noise about earlier on about a trade involving Joel Embiid?
I see a lot.
Trey Paul George.
Man, I see a lot of shit too, Yo, I seen a lot of shit with the Clippers too. I seen Drew Holiday. I seen it's
Derrick
crazy.
Rose.
Yeah, those like the three I saw. It's crazy.
As I remember, too, Raw, they gonna trade Joel Embiid for James Harden.
That was a rumor going around, but I don't believe Philadelphia is going to let go of their star just like that.
No, if you hire Mike D'Antoni, I don't know if Joel Embiid can be able to play in that system.
They said they willing to do any trades though.
Yep. Hey, K King, you are absolutely right. The problem is the team don't have chemistry, and then load management too. That now to be fair, Paul George was legitimately hurt throughout the points of the season, right? Not only that, Kawhi Leonard couldn't play in back-to-back. So but that's on Doc Rivers to try to get that fixed.
Yeah, you still got that's still no excuse. Because Toronto did it. Kawhi was doing low management in Toronto, so they won a championship.
Hey, shout out to Showtime DA for subscribing to the channel too. I appreciate you, Showtime. Go ahead, Lou.
We missing somebody, the biggest Clipper fan we know, Juanita Thomas.
Oh yeah, Juanita Thomas. Wherever you're at in the world, Queen, this is a good time for you to come on up here and tell us what you think. Shorty, what you think? Yeah, there's a lot of Clippers fans in here, man. That probably jumping for joy, right? After they got done burning their Paul George jerseys.
I think the Clipper fan wanted him fired a long time ago, back in 2015, after they didn't win.
I ain't
Yeah,
gonna lie.
You right about that, Kyle.
I thought Doc should have been gone to the Clippers when they lost that 3-1 lead to the Rockets.
shout out to Nate Sorry in the building. Yeah, he did. Octavius TX made. I see you up in here, Kai
I
Clark.
wanted him gone a long time ago.
What
Now,
back in
I feel like he should have got fired when they lost to the Rockets when they was up 3-1, and they
yeah.
let John Smith and Joe Johnson them come back with James Harden on the bench.
It wasn't even Joe Johnson. It was Corey Brewer.
It's cool. Yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
I say this though. Don't be surprised if Doc Rivers don't get the Atlanta Hawks job as a head coach.
Man, he done. He should be done. Listen,
Doc Rivers
he's done.
Yeah,
He's
He's
done,
done.
man.
I
If
don't
it
know about
best
that.
for him, best for him, he need to retire, yo. He
I
got
don't
like
know
his.
about that. The Atlanta
He
Doc
got
Hawks.
Rivers needs to buy some throat lozenges and some gargles, some hot water, and rest that throat and get ready for that job as an analyst.
Yeah, go ahead and get ready.
Doc, man. Just sit down and enjoy your money.
Or just
You made
live
enough
life and
money.
chill, man. Or just live life, man. Just like you've been part of basketball for so many, like just
Get Jay Williams
like-
up out of there. Jay Williams don't know what the fuck he talking about. Get his corny ass out of there and put him on that.
No, fire Kendrick Perkins and let
Yeah, get
Doc
Kendrick
Rivers
Perkins up out of there. He's the
Kendrick
worst.
Perkins,
No,
what's the thing,
he
y'all?
too. No,
Kendrick
he
Perkins- hold on, y'all.
They're not gonna fire
Perkins
Kendrick
is not
Perkins,
an
though.
analyst. Kendrick,
Yeah.
I know ESPN hired him on and all that, but he is a talking head. That motherfucker is not going to be on ESPN primetime countdown panel with
Shit.
Maria Taylor. Hell no.
That
But see,
motherfucker, I wouldn't be surprised. That
Yeah.
motherfucker get headlines though. That motherfucker say some dumb shit, be on headlines.
That's what
That's
he's
why
paying.
he on that show.
Kendrick Perkins be on every show.
We need to get Shannon Sharp
y'all.
out here.
I'm gonna throw a name out there nobody ain't thinking about and talking about. What about Paul Pierce?
No.
I
No,
mentioned
What?
no,
As a head coach?
no.
Hey, Paul Pierce was a great player, and plus he knows the game.
I know. I'm not disputing that.
He from LA. I mean, I don't know. He from
I'm gonna tell
LA.
y'all this. Just because you know how to bake a cake, don't mean you're a baker.
I think Paul Pierce will really help Paul George game.
Hey man, if Steve Nash can get a job, I wouldn't even care if y'all tell you the truth. If Steve Nash can get a job. I mean, I'm being rude. I don't care. The more black coaches, the merrier. The more black coaches, the merrier. I wouldn't care. Tell you the truth, I wouldn't care.
But don't
You mean
forget,
Derek
Paul Pierce
Fisher?
take LeBron James. He knows his weakness.
Him and Derek Fisher.
Hell no, he stay in the WNBA. He can stay in the WNBA. He stay in the WNBA. He can stay in the WNBA with all that shit. Nah. You can't even trust. You can't even trust Jared Fisher anyway.
Oh yeah, didn't that nigga Derek Fisher slept with Matt Barnes' girlfriend or something? Ex-wife.
Yeah, you can't even trust that motherfucker, yo. I
He was
can't.
trying.
You
He
can't
was trying
trust
to
that
sleep
nigga
with.
behind. You couldn't trust that nigga with your girl.
When he
I'll
was
make
coaching
sure.
the
My
Knicks.
God.
Yeah,
When he was coaching the Knicks, when he was coaching the Knicks, he was trying to sleep with players' girlfriends and whatnot, trying to get their numbers on the slide.
Yeah, I seen that dude.
Hell no, let
come
that
on,
be
he's
me. I would have
a
put hands on
slime
Derek
ball, man.
Fisher. I would have put hands on Derek Fisher.
He's
Nigga,
a
you go
slime
anywhere
ball,
near
man.
my girl.
He's a slime ball,
Matt
man.
Barnes trying to whoop his ass.
He probably blackball in the NBA anyway, man. Cause I don't want to be hear his name at all when it comes to like.
Richard Jefferson.
Remember what Andrew Bynum did? Andrew Bynum slept with one of the coach's girlfriends.
Who?
I mean,
Andrew Bynum, when he played for Philly, he slept with the assistant coach's wife.
That's crazy. And he was stealing money. Y'all had to whoop it out of probably. Yo, and he was stealing money. Yo, that's disrespectful, yo.
No, the worst shit I ever heard. The worst shit I ever heard was Jason Richardson impregnating Steve Nash's ex-girlfriend.
Yeah, I heard about that.
Oh man, you would have been fighting.
Somebody told me about that. That was crazy.
Oh man, that's terrible. What type of loyalty you got?
Yeah,
don't get what Paul George did to one of his teammates, girlfriends.
And I don't want to do. I don't keep
that's the other thing too with Paul George and Doc Rivers, which was kind of interesting. Like Paul George used to be with Doc Rivers' daughter.
Yeah, he cheated on her with a stripper.
Yeah, that was see, like I don't know. Maybe it all makes sense why they didn't just like I don't know, man. I don't know. It's a lot. Like Doc probably done, man. Doc probably didn't care. I'll be real though. Doc looked like he didn't give a fuck. He was just out there in the motions, yo. Like
Yeah, man.
he didn't care because I don't think Paul George was his he didn't care for having Paul George as a team. That was Kawhi. Kawhi wanted Paul George. That's how you know what I mean. Like it's
No, really,
I don't know.
Kawhi wanted Jimmy Butler first, but
Yeah, he did want Jimmy Butler first, but hey, it is what it is, man. But hey, y'all, I'm gonna end this stream. I appreciate y'all for being on, and I'm gonna come back and hit a little later on. I gotta take care of some business, man. But smash the like, hit the subscribe, man. Shout out to everyone that subscribed to the channel. Shout out to the panel. Shout out to everybody watching this video. Shout out to everyone that's go watch this video. This your boy. Scream at me. Hey!